Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. They go back.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Six, pull it high.
Check 31. Watch out. Slam.
Let's go.
Here's Elliott. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Cut in left. Cut in left. We got 3. We got 3.
Topper. 26. 5.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping a tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
We play to win. Let's go.
23-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Chris Jones on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill. Jim.
Sit up.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Ooh, with a juke.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second and 5 now. Breeze. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Complete to John Ross. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Hey, Sam off. Please. Five.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Hey, exit.
Mike 50. Rip left.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, orbit.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On second down now, Bernard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
Ready, double waiting, 13.
Good track.
Hey, box top. 54, Mike. Hey, easy. Check, watch 54.
In your face.
Sammy. Switch. Check.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Ready. Yellow lady. 11. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Got a man open, it's Ross. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Well, the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Breeze. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Hey, echo.
Breeze now on first down. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Lockett. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
50's the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
You don't want this.
2nd and 6. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Yo, go! Hey, Zoo! Mike 50.
Check pass.
Mike 50.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here. Zoo!
They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Breeze now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come get some. Come on, come get some.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yep. I'm coming after you. Smooth. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm here all coming. I'm down.
2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Looking to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Check. 36. On the ball.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Taken in at the 11. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-tech.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
54 mark. Check. Here we go. 54. It's outside, guys. It's outside.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready.
Breeze now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Green brings it in. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze going to throw. It's Williams on the catch. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Cooper. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That one completes. Elliott. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
For the field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before half for Breeze. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
36, 36. 55, 26.
To throw, it's Breeze. Finding Green complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Breeze now to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
0-2.
Again, it's Breeze. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down at the 28.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He gets this one to Boyd. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You ready? Hey, easy.
Breeze to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Travion Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down. 50. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Cooper was the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. His 3rd and very long. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get 5. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Go.
2nd and 10. This complete to Lockett. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Kill.
Protein spill. Hey, exit. Yo, cheetah.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Thick guy. Check thick guy.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, orbit. 5.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught, Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, foxtrot. Hey! Ready?
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Go.
Mike 50.
Snap.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check. Rock it.
Now Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try again with Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. So there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Breeze now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to take, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And an alley to run. The swap, and now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
34, 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's the 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Alert 3. Check. Check. Check.
5-1.
Brees now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Scott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming.
Hey, Zoo.
He's coming. Double up.
Look at me. Zipper. Motion. Go. Shoot.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
57's the Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
I got him. 57's the Mike.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold a second.
That he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after here coming up. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready to break.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Intended that time for Cooper. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Ready? 95, 56. 12.
They go again with Scott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ready?
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Scott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Ready? 95, 56.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. On 2nd down now. It's Scott. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, They get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,